Hello, welcome. It's December Daily Day 3. I have chosen my story for today. This is very simple. It's just pizza and a film last night, and I want to document it today. So I've got this picture and then I've got these two. I sort of cropped them slightly differently. So maybe we could use one of those. Maybe I'll use two of those. I'm not sure. I want to add a card down here, and then over here I think I'm just going to do a decorative page because I don't think this needs to be an out-of-pocket thing really. That can fit over here. So I've got the 6x4 and then the two 3x4s. On this one I want to do one of those like thread beaded trees. I've seen so many people do them and they look incredible. So I'm going to choose my paper, draw like my triangle design, and then I think I'm going to go and stitch that on the sofa while I'm watching The Grinch, adding lots of sequins and things as I go. So maybe I'll start it here, finish that on the sofa, and then I'll come back to sort of bring everything together with you. First off, we need to choose a paper. I'm still not sure which picture I'm using, but there's lots of red in them, so maybe we'll go for that kind of thing. Very traditional again. I think they've all been traditional thus far. Well, this one says cherishing every moment together. That's quite nice. This one says merry and bright. I do quite like that one. But then where would I put my journaling? Unless I do journaling here, like sort of use one picture, have journaling, and then maybe I could put the other picture underneath, couldn't I? On like a pull-out thing. Might look nice. We could play with that. But I think I like that cherishing every moment together one. And we're going to cut this to fit the back of this piece. So let's do that. Then I want to make sure that my tree isn't going to be sort of in this bit, if that makes sense. So I think I'm going to mark that on my paper. Where's my pencil? Here it is. Mark to start from there. So when I draw my tree, I think I want to add a star or something up here. So that's around about 16 centimetres. If I mark it at 8, I need to mark it at the top really, not bottom. 8, that's where we want the point of our tree to be heading. There we go. But that if it's going to end there, isn't it? That's not helpful if it's ending further down. Where do we want the tree to stop? Maybe here. Still on that line, but more there. Trying to keep my pencil mark really light so I can hopefully rub it out after I have drawn all of my all of my little holes for the thread. I think there's probably a much quicker way to do this with the silhouette. In fact, I know there is. There has to be. Sorry about that, my camera battery died, so I'm not sure where I left you. But I was drawing my triangle on here for my tree. And then I'm just going to use my weeding tool to punch holes. So I think I want it to, well, I'm torn. I wanted it to go like a zigzaggy with all the sequins, but I think that that makes the sequins all sort of fall to one end, whereas if I kept them straight, they wouldn't do that as much, unless I keep my zigzags sort of shallow. If that makes any sense at all. Let's give that a go. So if I do all of the odd numbers on this side, and then do all of the even numbers on the other side. You all know me and how indecisive I am by now. I was getting together the little sequins and bits to sew onto my tree, and I just don't like how this all matches together. So instead, I'm going to do it on this red piece, but I won't make you sit through it all again. I will probably just lay this piece on top of this, punch the holes again, and then I will come back to you. I have repunched all of my holes. Now I just need to thread my needle and actually stitch these bits on. Before I bother making you watch me mess about with all of this, I've decided that it doesn't show up quite enough for me. So I have grabbed this thicker thread and I'm going to stitch my tree shape on and then go back in with the thinner thread and add the sequins is my plan, because this is actually quite a good match for this. Not perfect, obviously, but decent enough. So let me mess about with that and I'll come back and let you know how it goes. I have found a way to make this work, I think. So I've gone up, like you can see, and now I'm coming back down to create like the zigzag. So you're basically just doing the opposite. So I'm coming up through here and then down through this one. I thought I'd show you before I was finished because it's like a two-part process. You have to stitch it all twice. So we're coming up through, nope, wrong one. Up through this one. And down through this one. And then I'm just going to carry on until I'm finished. I am much happier with how that looks. Oh, has my camera moved? I'm much happier with how that looks rather than just the one across. And there's still room for me to add a big star up here. I think I might have pulled that a bit too tight. Oh, I think it's this one. Not much I can do about that now. Okay, when it's stuck down, it'll be fine. So I'm going to go back to my thinner thread. And I think literally just repeat the same pattern, but adding all different little bits and bobs, all my little sprinkly bits. I think I'm going to go through and find some more red ones so that I've got just a few more to use. I will add those on. I think I'm going to do, try and decide whether to do like both ways. So like I've done the tree, like have sequins going all the way. I think I will. So I will stitch those watching my film and I'll come back and show you how it looks. I have added all of the beads onto my tree. I have also realised that I left extra space this side for the holes and it should have been this side. So I'm going to have to attach it onto the back of this and add like something to go along here. What else? I have heat embossed a couple of stars. These are wooden ones from Hobbycraft. And I just need to decide whether I like the white glitter or the gold glitter better. I think I actually really like the white one, which is surprising. I thought I'd want the gold one, but that's on there. And then I will need a number somewhere. So I'm going to add this onto here in some kind of strip, and then I will come back to you to add the number and stuff on this side. I have added a little strip of washi tape here and then the little white star. I'm thinking of adding some trim, maybe something like that, along one side as well. Then I have added a 3 to this from this sticker sheet. I think it's last year's The Works, and my plan is to add a little sequin cluster here. So I'm going to attempt to hot glue the sequins together and then add them on, because that's going to be the easiest way to do it. So I'll fast forward you through that, and I think that might be everything finished. And that is my double page spread complete. I might add a little red tab here with some journaling behind it, but I don't know if you need any journaling. You kind of movie pizza, you get the idea. And obviously all of the prettiness really is over here. And actually I love the little cluster that I ended up with on the 3 there. So that is day 3. I will see you again for day 4. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.